Well and Crown Society channel. You think you know luxury? Think again. Patek Philippe isn't just a brand, it is the definitive benchmark for what a high-end watch can be. From sporty icons that define a generation to ultra-complicated masterpieces that defy the laws of physics, these aren't just timepieces. They are high-yield investments, ultimate status symbols, and living pieces of horological history. Today, we are breaking down the top 10 Patek Philippe watches in 2026. We'll look at everything from accessible steel classics to jaw-dropping pieces that cost more than most luxury supercars. Stick around, because some of these secondary market prices might make your jaw hit the floor, and we are going to explain exactly why each model commands the astronomical value it does. 1. The Aquanaut, reference 5167A001. Let's start with the watch most people call the entry point and completely misunderstand. The Patek Philippe Aquanaut retails for approximately $27,257 in 2026. However, if you think that's the price you'll actually pay at a boutique, you haven't been paying attention to how this market operates. The specs: it features a 40mm stainless steel case that is remarkably thin at just 8.1mm. It has a charcoal gray embossed dial, white gold luminous hands, and is powered by the self-winding caliber 324SC with a 45-hour power reserve. The history: launched in 1997 as the younger, more relaxed alternative to the Nautilus, it introduced a tropical composite strap, built to handle UV rays, saltwater, and daily wear without aging like leather. The market reality: while retail is $27,000, auctions at Sotheby's and Phillips regularly push clean examples into the $50,000 to $70,000 range. This is driven by artificial scarcity. Since the bracelet version was discontinued in 2025, supply for the strap model has tightened significantly. 2. The Golden Ellipse Rose Gold, reference 5738 or 001. If the Aquanaut is about modern sportiness, the Golden Ellipse goes in the opposite direction. Most hype chasers ignore it, which is exactly why seasoned collectors are moving in. The design, retailing at $43,111. This 18K rose gold piece measures 34.5mm x 39.5mm and is only 5.9mm thick. Its shape is based on the golden ratio, 1:1.618, the same proportion used in classical Greek architecture to create visual harmony. The details: it features an ebony black sunburst dial with a solid gold dial plate underneath, rose gold batten markers, and an onyx cabochon set into the crown. The investment: while everyone fights over steel sport watches, quiet money is moving here. Modern 5738R pieces have traded between $32,000 and $52,000 at auction, showing a steady climb in appreciation. 3. The Calatrava White Gold, reference 5226G001. The Calatrava is where many buyers lie to themselves, thinking it's just a simple dress watch. In 2026, retail sits at $47,262, but this reference blurs the line between formal and casual. Unique aesthetic: the 40mm white gold case features a caseband wrapped in a Clous de Paris hobnail pattern. The charcoal textured dial is inspired by the grips of vintage camera cases, giving it an organic depth. The reality check: this is not a flip piece. On the secondary market, these usually trade between $35,000 and $47,000. It is a long-term keeper for someone who wants a watch that holds its value without being subject to volatile speculation cycles. 4. Annual Calendar, reference 5205G013. Now we step into true complications. The 5205G retails at $67,267 in 2026. This is where you stop buying for the brand name and start buying for the watchmaking. Architectural mastery: it features a 40mm white gold case with a concave bezel and skeletonized lugs, details that change how the watch wears on the wrist. The dial: a two-tone sunburst blue dial with a black gradient rim. It uses 3 apertures arranged in an arc for the day, date, and month. Value: on the secondary market, these move between $39,000 and $91,000 depending on condition. It is a practical piece of horology designed for daily use rather than flex culture. 5. Aquanaut Travel Time, reference 5164G001. At $71,643 retail, the travel time is a sports watch that actually earns its complication. Material shift. Don't let the look fool you. This isn't steel. This is a full 18K white gold case. Functionality. It features 2-hour hands, one solid for local time and one skeletonized for home time. It includes day/night indicators for both zones, making it the ultimate traveler's companion. Market boom. Since the steel version, 5164A, was discontinued, collectors have swarmed this white gold model. Auction results now land between $80,000 and $100,000. 6. Nautilus chronograph stainless steel, reference 5990/1A. Retailing at $76,895, this is where height finally meets mechanical justification. The movement. Inside is the caliber CH28-520C FUS, combining a flyback chronograph with a dual time zone mechanism. Construction. 40.5mm steel case with the iconic octagonal bezel. The satin brushed finish is notoriously difficult to execute. Price premium. This is one of the few modern Pateks where the secondary premium isn't irrational. These consistently trade for $150,000 to $200,000 because of the sheer complexity of the steel movement. 7. Nautilus white gold, reference 5811/1G001. Retailing at $82,000 to $21, the 5811G had the impossible task of replacing the legendary 5711. The upgrade, it moved from steel to 18K white gold. It is 41mm wide and 8.2mm thin. It looks familiar from a distance, but on the wrist, it feels heavier, denser, and more serious. Strategy. By moving the time-only Nautilus to precious metal, Patek restricted supply and killed the low-level speculation. Auction stats. Clean examples currently land between $150,000 and $200,000. It is the new flagship of the Nautilus line. 8. World Time Rose Gold, reference 5231G001. There's complicated, and then there's poetic engineering. This isn't a cockpit instrument, it's art. The dial. This features cloisonné enamel. Artisans hand-bend microscopic gold wires to create partitions, then fill them with enamel to form a world map. Every dial is fired in a kiln and is unique. The mechanics. It shows all 24 time zones simultaneously. The worth. Retail is $107,000, but because of the artisanal nature of the enamel, they sell at Christie's for $120,000 to $150,000. 9. Perpetual Calendar, reference 5320G011. This watch represents mechanical arrogance. It retails for $114,000 and does something most watches can't even attempt. The feat. It tracks the day, date, month, leap year, and moon phase. It will not need a manual correction until the year 2100. Vintage vibes. The salmon lacquer dial echoes the aesthetics of the 1940s and 50s. Market standing. Aggressively chased by collectors, this reference is pushed into the $120,000 to $140,000 range at major auction houses. 10. Grandmaster Chime, reference 6300/403G001. The Grandmaster Chime is the wristwatch equivalent of a moon landing. The numbers. It features 20 complications, 1,366 parts, and 108 jewels. It is a reversible double-faced watch. The luxury. This version is encrusted with baguette diamonds and blue sapphires. The price. Retail is roughly $5.6 million, but secondary market prices for these unique variants range from $7 million to $10 million. A steel version once famously sold for $31 million. It is the absolute audacity of horology. Whether you're hunting your first Patek or plotting your next big acquisition, these watches show the spectrum of design, innovation, and market value that keeps this brand at the pinnacle. Remember, in the world of Patek Philippe, you don't just own a watch, you own history. Like, share, subscribe and comment and press bell icon.